Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess, but it can also be your greatest obstacle. Everything in life begins with the thought, your goals, your failures, your victories. That's why controlling your mind is essential. If you let fear, negativity, and doubt dominate your thoughts, you'll never move beyond your current situation. But if you train your mind to focus on discipline, positivity, and purpose, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Think about this. Every major achievement in history started as a thought in someone's mind. The world's greatest inventions, the most inspiring acts of courage, the biggest personal breakthroughs, they all began with an idea. But here's the catch. An idea alone isn't enough. It's the mindset that accompanies it that determines whether it thrives or dies. That's why controlling your thoughts isn't just important, it's non-negotiable. It all starts with awareness. Most people don't even realize how often their minds are working against them. They've internalized negative patterns, letting thoughts like, I can't do this, this is too hard, or I'm not good enough play on repeat. These thoughts become a prison, limiting their potential and keeping them stuck. To break free, you have to recognize these mental habits for what they are, lies. These thoughts aren't facts. They're barriers you've built. The first step to controlling your mind is acknowledging the power those thoughts have over you and deciding to change the narrative. Once you're aware, the next step is intentionality. Your mind won't just magically start producing positive power and thought. You have to train it, just like a muscle. Every single day, you need to feed your mind with things that uplift your thought. Read books that inspire you. Listen to people who challenge you to grow. Surround yourself with environments and energy that push you to be better. When you fill your mind with purpose and positivity, you leave less room for negativity to take hold. But let's be real, controlling your mind isn't always easy. Life throws curveballs. Challenges come. People will doubt you, criticize you, and try to bring you down. That's why guarding your mind is so crucial. Think of your mind as a garden. If you don't tend to it, weeds will grow. Those weeds are the negativity, the doubt, the fear. You've got to pull them out regularly. That means being selective about what you allow into your mental space. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every piece of news or gossip with your energy. If it doesn't serve your growth, let it go. Discipline plays a huge role here. Controlling your mind means learning to stay focused even when distractions are everywhere. It's about saying no to the easy route and yes to the path that aligns with your purpose. When you're disciplined in your thinking, you don't let temporary emotions dictate your actions. You don't give up when things get hard. Instead, you push through because you've trained your mind to prioritize long-term goals over short-term comfort. Another key part of controlling your mind is belief. You have to believe in yourself before anyone else will. But belief doesn't just happen, it's built. It's built by proving to yourself day after day that you can follow through on your commitments. When you set a goal and stick to it, no matter how small, you're reinforcing that belief. When you overcome obstacles, you're showing yourself what you're capable of. Over time, this belief becomes unshakable. It's the foundation of everything you'll achieve. Let's not forget gratitude. It's one of the most underrated tools for mental control. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Instead of dwelling on what you don't have, you start to see the opportunities in front of you. But gratitude trains your mind to look for the good, even in tough situations. And when your mind is wired to see possibilities instead of problems, you approach life with a completely different energy. Finally, controlling your mind requires patience. Change doesn't happen overnight. You won't go from a negative mindset to a positive one in a day or even a week. It's a process, a lifelong one. There will be setbacks. There will be days when your old thoughts try to creep back in. But don't let those moments define you. What matters is that you keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and keep choosing to control your thoughts instead of letting them control you. Remember, your mind is the control center of your life. Master it, and you'll unlock potential you didn't even know you had. Let it run wild, and you'll remain stuck in patterns that hold you back. The choice is yours every single day. Will you let your mind be your greatest asset or your biggest obstacle? Choose wisely. Your future depends on it. The words you speak carry immense power. They can either build or destroy, motivate or deflate, inspire or discourage. But most importantly, the words you choose to say to yourself and others directly influence your path in life. When you speak, you're not just sharing ideas or expressing feelings, you're shaping your reality. Every word is a seed planted, and the harvest it brings depends on the intention behind it. That's why learning to control your words is essential to achieving your goals and living with purpose. Think about the times when someone's words changed your life. Maybe a teacher told you that you had potential and it pushed you to aim higher. Or maybe someone's negative comments lingered in your mind, making you second guess your abilities. Words stick. They shape how we see ourselves and how others see us. If someone else's words can impact you so deeply, imagine the effect your own words have. What you say to yourself matters. If your inner dialogue is full of self-doubt and negativity, it's like putting weights on your shoulders before you even begin the race. But if your words are filled with confidence and determination, you're fueling yourself for success. Controlling your words starts with self-awareness. Many people don't realize the damage they do to themselves through casual negative self-talk. They say things like, I can't do this, I always mess up, or I'll never be as good as them. They brush it off as harmless. But those words are shaping their identity. What you say repeatedly becomes what you believe. And what you believe dictates your actions. If you keep telling yourself you're not capable, you won't even try. But if you replace those words with affirmations like I am capable, I am resilient, and I am worthy, you start to believe it. And when you believe it, you act on it. It's not just about what you say to yourself, it's also about what you say to others. Your words have the power to uplift or tear down. You might not realize it, but something as simple as encouraging someone can have a ripple effect. When you choose to speak positively, you're not just helping others, you're reinforcing a positive mindset within yourself. On the flip side, speaking out of anger, jealousy, or bitterness creates an energy that eventually circles back to you. Words spoken in negativity only create more negativity. That's why you must guard your tongue and speak with intention. Speaking with intention means thinking before you speak. Ask yourself, is this helpful? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Those simple questions can prevent unnecessary hurt and drama. This doesn't mean you should avoid tough conversations or sugarcoat the truth. It means delivering your message with respect and purpose. If someone has wronged you, express it, but do so in a way that fosters understanding rather than escalating conflict. If you're giving feedback, focus on solutions instead of just pointing out problems. Words spoken with care and clarity are far more effective than words said in haste or frustration. Another aspect of controlling your words is understanding timing. There's a right time to speak and a right time to stay silent. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. When you're upset, it's easy to let your emotions take over and say things you don't mean. But once words are spoken, they can't be taken back. A moment of silence can save a relationship, a reputation, or even an opportunity. Learning to pause, reflect, and respond rather than react is a skill that will serve you in every area of life. Words also play a role in manifesting your goals. When you declare your intentions out loud, you're not just stating them, you're committing to them. Saying, I will achieve this, or I will overcome this challenge reinforces your belief in yourself and sets a clear direction for your actions. Be careful, though, not to overpromise and underdeliver. Speak your goals with conviction, but back them up with effort. Empty words lead to empty results, but words aligned with action create momentum. Lastly, remember that your words are a reflection of your character. The way you speak about others says more about you than it does about them. Gossip, criticism, and negativity might feel satisfying in the moment, but they tarnish your credibility and reputation. On the other hand, speaking with integrity builds trust and respect. People are drawn to those who use their words wisely. That opens doors to opportunities and relationships that can elevate your life. Mastering your words takes practice, but the rewards are worth it. When you control what you say, you control how you're perceived, how you're treated, and ultimately how your life unfolds. So take responsibility for your words. Speak with purpose. Speak with kindness. Speak with belief. The power of your voice is limitless, but only if you learn to use it wisely. Money is a tool, not a goal, but the way you manage it reveals your priorities, discipline, and values. Financial control is about much more than just balancing a budget or paying bills on time. It's about understanding the power of money and using it to create opportunities, stability, and freedom. Without financial control, even the best opportunities can slip through your finger. With it, you can build a life of purpose and impact, free from the constant stress and limitations that poor money management brings. The first step to mastering your finances is recognizing that your relationship with money isn't just about numbers, it's deeply tied to your mindset. If you see money as a source of stress or something unattainable, you'll make decisions that keep you in a cycle of scarcity. On the other hand, if you view money as a resource that you can control, you'll make choices that lead to abundance. This shift in perspective is crucial. It's not about how much money you start with, it's about how you handle what you have. I start by taking an honest look at your spending habits. Many people fall into the trap of living paycheck to paycheck, not because they don't earn enough, but because they don't track where their money goes. Impulse purchases, unnecessary subscriptions, eating out too often, all of these small expenses add up. They might feel insignificant in the moment, but over time they drain your resources and keep you from building the financial security you need. Awareness is key. Track every dollar you spend for a month, and you'll quickly see patterns that need to change. Once you're aware of your spending, the next step is creating a plan. A budget isn't just a restriction, it's a roadmap to your goals. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Start with the essentials: housing, food, transportation, and savings. Then allocate funds for discretionary spending like entertainment or hobbies. But always prioritize saving, investing over splurging. Building wealth isn't about making huge sacrifices, it's about consistent, disciplined decisions that add up over time. Speaking of savings, an emergency fund is non-negotiable. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, medical bills pop up, jobs get lost. Without a financial cushion, these events can throw your entire life into chaos. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. It might take time, but every little bit adds up. The peace of mind that comes from knowing you're prepared for the unexpected is worth every sacrifice you make to build that fund. Debt is another major obstacle to financial control. Carrying debt, especially high interest debt like credit cards, is like trying to climb a mountain with a heavy backpack. The longer you let it sit, the more it grows, and the harder it becomes to move forward. If you have debt, tackle it aggressively. Start with the smallest balances to build momentum, or focus on the highest interest rates to save money in the long run. Either way, make paying off debt a priority. Financial freedom isn't just about earning more, it's about owing less. Investing is where financial control turns into financial growth. Saving is important, but money sitting in a bank account won't keep up with inflation. Investing allows your money to work for you, multiplying over time. Learn about stocks, mutual funds, real estate, or other investment opportunities that align with your goals and risk tolerance. You don't have to be an expert to start small. Consistent contributions to an index fund or retirement account can make a massive difference over the years. The key is starting early and staying consistent. Another aspect of financial control is aligning your spending with your values. Ask yourself, are you spending money on things that truly matter to you? Or are you trying to impress others or fill a void? Many people chase material possessions, thinking they'll bring happiness, only to feel empty once the novelty wears off. True financial control means directing your resources toward what brings genuine joy and fulfillment, whether that's travel, education, giving to others, or building a legacy for your family. Generosity is often overlooked in conversations about money, but it's a crucial part of financial health. When you're in control of your finances, you have the ability to give back, whether through donations, supporting loved ones, or contributing to your community. Generosity isn't just about helping others, it's about cultivating an abundance mindset. When you give, you reinforce the belief that there's enough to go around, and that belief shapes how you approach every financial decision. Lastly, financial control requires patience and consistency. Building wealth doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of small, smart decisions made over years, even decades. It's about delaying gratification, saying no to short-term ones so you can say yes to long-term goals. There will be temptations to spend impulsively, moments of frustration when progress feels slow, and setbacks along the way. But if you stay committed to the principles of discipline, intentionality, and growth, the rewards will come. Mastering your finances isn't about greed or accumulation, it's about empowerment. When you control your money, you take control of your life. You gain the freedom to make choices that align with your purpose, support the people you care about, and create the future you've always envisioned. So don't let money control you. Take the reins, make a plan, and start building the life you deserve today. Self-discipline is the backbone of every great achievement. It is the ability to control your impulses, prioritize long-term goals over short-term desires, and stay committed even when the motivation fades. Without discipline, dreams remain just that, dreams. But with it, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. Discipline turns goals into action, action into habits, and habits into a lifestyle that breeds success. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. The first thing to understand about self-discipline is that it's a skill, not an inherent trait. No one is born disciplined. It's something you build over time through consistent effort and intentional choices. This means you have the power to develop it, no matter where you're starting from. It begins with small decisions like waking up on time, completing tasks you set for yourself, and following through on commitments. These small victories build momentum and strengthen your ability to take on bigger challenges. Discipline starts in your mind. It's about mastering your thoughts and staying focused on what matters most. Distractions are everywhere, and they're often disguised as things that feel urgent or rewarding in the moment. Social media, entertainment, or even overcommitting to tasks that don't align with your goals and pull you away from what you're working toward. To stay disciplined, you have to train your mind to recognize these distractions and redirect your energy. This requires clarity. If you're not clear about your priorities, it's easy to fall into the trap of wasting time on things that don't move you forward. One way to build self-discipline is by setting clear, specific goals. When your goals are vague, it's harder to stay committed because you don't have a clear target to aim for. But when your goals are precise, such as I want to save $10,000 in a year, or I want to lose 15 pounds in 3 months, you create a roadmap for success. Discipline becomes easier when you know exactly what you're working toward. Break those goals into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate each milestone along the way. This keeps you motivated and reinforces your commitment. Another crucial aspect of self-discipline is creating an environment that supports your efforts. Willpower alone isn't enough to keep you on track, especially when you're surrounded by temptations. If you're trying to save money, don't browse online shopping sites. If you're trying to eat healthier, stock your kitchen with nutritious options and avoid buying junk food. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your behavior, so set yourself up for success by removing obstacles and building systems that make it easier to stay disciplined. Discipline is also about learning to say no. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you're saying no to the things that do. It's not selfish to prioritize your dreams as necessary. This doesn't mean you should shut people out or refuse to help others, but it does mean you need to be mindful of your time and energy. Saying no can be uncomfortable, especially if you're used to putting others first, but it's an essential part of maintaining focus and protecting your progress. One of the biggest challenges to self-discipline is dealing with setbacks. No matter how committed you are, there will be days when you slip up or feel like giving up. What matters is how you respond. Discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. When you make a mistake, acknowledge it, learn from it, and get back on track. Don't let one bad day turn into a bad week or month. The ability to bounce back and keep going is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Accountability is another powerful tool for building discipline. When you share your goals with someone you trust or involve a mentor, coach, or friend, you create a layer of external motivation. And knowing that someone else is invested in your success can push you to stay on track, even when you don't feel like it. Find people who will hold you accountable and challenge you to keep striving for more, not those who will enable excuses or mediocrity. Another important lesson about self-discipline is that it's deeply tied to saying D. When you keep promises to yourself, you reinforce the belief that you're capable and deserving of success. But when you constantly break your own commitments, you erode that belief. Discipline is a way of showing yourself that you value your goals and your potential. It's an act of self-love, not self-punishment. By doing what you say you'll do, you build trust in yourself and lay the foundation for confidence and resilience. Finally, remember that discipline is not about depriving yourself, it's about empowering yourself. It's not about saying no to fun or joy. It's about saying yes to the life you truly want. It's about delaying gratification now so you can enjoy greater rewards later. The sacrifices you make today are investments in your future. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you're proving to yourself that you have the strength to succeed. And that strength will carry you through any challenge, bringing you closer to the person you're meant to be. Your words are one of the most powerful tools you have. They shape how you see the world, how others see you, and most importantly, how you see yourself. What you say, whether to yourself or to others, carries weight. It reflects your mindset, your beliefs, and your intentions. If you're careless with your words, you risk creating negativity and doubt. But when you use your words with purpose and care, you can inspire growth, build trust, and fuel your own success. The first place to focus is how you speak to yourself. Self-talk is the inner dialogue that runs through your mind all day, and it plays a major role in shaping your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or this is too hard, those words become your truth. Your brain listens to those messages and adjusts your confidence and actions accordingly. But if you flip the script and say, I'm capable, I can figure this out, or I'm growing stronger every day, you create a mindset of resilience and determination. Your words set the tone for how you approach challenges and opportunities, so choose them wisely. It's not just about being positive for the sake of it. It's about being intentional. Replace empty self-criticism with constructive feedback. Instead of saying, I failed again, try what can I learn from this? Instead of I'm so bad at this, say I'm improving with every step. The words you use should guide you towards solutions, not reinforce problems. Speak to yourself like you would a close friend who needs encouragement, not like an enemy waiting to tear you down. Your words also influence the people around you. How you communicate can build bridges or burn them. Think about the power of a simple compliment, a sincere thank you, or a kind word at a moment of stress. Those moments of intentional positivity can change someone's day, strengthen a relationship, or open the door to collaboration. But the opposite is true too. Harsh criticism, thoughtless comments, or gossip can damage trust and create division. Words have consequences, and once they're spoken, you can't take them back. Pay attention to how you speak in moments of frustration. When you're angry or under pressure, it's easy to let your emotions take over and say things you don't mean. But those moments reveal a lot about your character and self-control. Take a breath, pause, and choose your words carefully. Instead of reacting with anger, respond with clarity. Instead of tearing someone down, find a way to address the issue constructively. People remember how you make them feel. And your words have the power to leave a lasting impression. Another aspect of mastering your words is learning when to stay silent. Not every thought needs to be spoken. And not every situation requires your input. Silence can be a powerful tool. It shows restraint, focus, and wisdom. Sometimes stepping back and observing can teach you more than speaking up ever could. Being intentional with your words means knowing when to use them and when to hold back. Your words also shape your reputation. In both personal and professional settings, people judge you by what you say and how you say it. Are you someone who speaks with confidence and clarity, or someone who rambles without purpose? Are you someone who uplifts others, or someone who criticizes and complains? Your reputation is built on a foundation of words, and it takes time and effort to build one that aligns with your values and goals. Be mindful of this every time you open your mouth. Affirmations are another way to harness the power of your words. By repeating positive, intentional statements about yourself and your goals, you reprogram your mind to focus on possibilities instead of limitations. It might feel strange at first, but over time, affirmations can transform your mindset and build confidence. Statements like, I am capable of overcoming challenges, I am worthy of success, or I am becoming the best version of myself can shift your perspective and keep you focused on growth. Words also have the power to influence your emotions. When you're feeling down or discouraged, what you say to yourself can either pull deeper into that negative state or help lift you out of it. Saying I'm stuck reinforces feelings of hopelessness, while saying I'm finding a way through creates a sense of progress. Your emotions are tied to your thoughts, and your thoughts are often shaped by your words. By choosing your words carefully, you can take control of your emotional state and steer it in a more positive direction. Finally, recognize that words are commitments. When you say you'll do something, follow through. When you make a promise, keep it. Your integrity is reflected in your ability to match your actions to your words. If people know they can trust what you say, you build a reputation of reliability and respect. But if your words are empty or inconsistent, trust erodes quickly. Treat your words as valuable currency. Don't spend them carelessly. In every conversation, every thought, and every interaction, your words carry power. They can build or destroy, inspire or discourage, connect or divide. Be intentional with them. Use them to uplift, to encourage, to teach, and to grow. When you master your words, you answer your influence. And that mastery can take you further than you ever imagined. To create lasting change in your life, you need more than motivation or fleeting bursts of energy. You need discipline. Discipline is the bridge between the life you have now and the life you want to build. It's the tool that keeps you moving forward when the excitement fades and the challenges feel overwhelming. But here's the truth: discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop, refine, and commit to daily. It's not about being perfect, but about being consistent, showing up and doing what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. Discipline starts with small decisions, the kind that may not seem significant in the moment, but compound over time to shape your reality. It's deciding to get up early and work toward your goals instead of hitting snooze. It's choosing to focus on your tasks instead of scrolling distractions. It's saying no to short-term gratification in favor of long-term growth. Every choice you make, big or small, either strengthens or weakens your discipline. The key is recognizing that every moment is an opportunity to practice, to get a little stronger and more focused. One of the most important aspects of discipline is clarity. You can't stay disciplined if you don't know what you're working toward or why it matters to you. Take the time to define your goals, be specific, be intentional, and make them meaningful. Why do you want to achieve this? What will it bring into your life? How will it impact the people around you? When your why is strong, discipline becomes less about willpower and more about purpose. It's not just about what you're doing, it's about who you're becoming in the process. Discipline also requires you to embrace discomfort. Growth and progress often lie outside of your comfort zone. It's easy to stay where it feels safe, but that's not where transformation happens. Discipline is waking up early when you'd rather sleep in, working out when you're tired, or putting in the extra hours when everyone else has clocked out. It's not about punishment or deprivation. It's about pushing yourself to new levels because you know that's where the rewards are. Discomfort is temporary, but the results of discipline can last a lifetime. Another key part of discipline is eliminating excuses. It's come up with reasons why you can't do something. You're too busy, too tired, too inexperienced, but excuses are the enemy of progress. Discipline demands honesty about what you're capable of and honesty about what's holding you back. When you feel an excuse creeping in, stop and ask yourself, is this reason valid or is it just fear or laziness trying to take over? Most of the time, you'll find that the barriers are mental, not physical. Discipline is about pushing past those mental blocks and proving to yourself that you can. Consistency is the heartbeat of discipline. It's not about making massive leaps every day. It's about steady, deliberate steps. Showing up daily, even when you don't feel like it, builds momentum. Over time, the effort compounds. What felt like a struggle at first becomes a habit, and then that habit becomes second nature. The results may not show up immediately, but discipline teaches you to trust the process. It's about planting seeds and watering them consistently, even when you don't see the harvest yet. Success is built one disciplined day at a time. Accountability is another tool that strengthens discipline. Share your goals with someone who will hold you to them, whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a coach. Knowing that someone else is watching can add an extra layer of motivation to stick to your commitments. But ultimately, the person you're most accountable to is yourself. At the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror and ask, did I give my best today? Discipline is about respecting yourself enough to follow through, even when no one else is watching. It's also important to celebrate the wins along the way. Discipline doesn't mean you have to be hard on yourself all the time. Recognize your progress, no matter how small. Each step forward is proof that you're capable of more. Use those victories as fuel to keep going. Discipline doesn't have to feel like a grind. It can be empowering, even joyful, when you see how it's changing your life. Finally, understand that discipline isn't a straight line. There will be days when you fall short, when you slip up or lose focus. That's part of the process. The key is not to let those moments define you. Get back on track quickly, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about getting up one more time and you fall down. Discipline is a skill that can transform every area of your life. It helps you achieve your goals, overcome obstacles, and unlock your full potential. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Start small, stay consistent, and commit to the process. Over time, you'll not only see results, you'll become someone you're proud of.